Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video, and today I'm gonna show you all the details of the facelifted Q2. First of all, this is the key, so still a traditional key. And let's start with the design of this thing. So what's actually new? Well, as you can see, the changes aren't that big, but there are a few changes. First of all, you see there is a new single frame grille. It is positioned a bit lower to make it more sporty and to make it appear wider. And I do love the design of this thing actually. From the front, it does look sporty and aggressive. Today we have actually a normal trim. So we have the advanced trim with 17-inch wheels, not some special S-line trim with 19-inch. So now you will see, like, let's say a regular spec car and not the fully packed one. So on this one, we do have the edges in this satin aluminum. Does look very nice in person. And then this is sort of like a tribute to the legendary Audi Quattro, these 3 inlets. Then the lights, actually LED lights do come as standard, and then these are the additional matrix LEDs, which are an option. And actually in Croatia we do have them standard with this trim, which is a big thumb up actually. And let me unlock the car. You see the mimic of the lights, very nice indeed, with this dynamic indicators on the front as well. And then these are the daytime running LEDs. The front bumper does look actually very sporty, even though this is just advanced trim. I say just, but this is actually the second trim available here in Croatia. But yeah, it is a good one and good value for money, I would say. This is the side view, 4 meters 21 centimeters. It is actually 17 millimeters longer than the predecessor, but that is because of the shape of the bumpers. So the wheelbase and the rest of it remains pretty much the same. And I do love the fact that we do have this gloss black finish on the wheel arches, make it more urban and modern, I would say. And the wheels, pretty base one, so 17-inch. You do get the 17-inch as standard. I'm not a huge fan of those. I would definitely upgrade those to at least 18-inch. Tell me in the comments, what do you think about it? And then this is actually cool because you do have this in gloss black, which is nice. Always nice to see gloss black elements, at least for me. And then this is the view you have at the rear of the car. As you can see, not much has changed here, but we do have the new signature for the LED lights, as well as the new bumper. And I actually quite like this bumper because you will notice one element, or the lack of it. So there are no fake exhausts, and that's a thumb up from me. I don't know, tell me in the comments, what do you guys think about it? But yeah, and I think actually the bumper does look very sporty. Look at this massive part here, and this also, we call it like a gloss black, gloss gray finish actually. And have in mind, this is not the S-line trim, so for non-S-line trim this does look very good. I would just upgrade the wheels. And tell me in the comments, what do you guys think about the design of this thing? Let's actually check out the trunk. So you are greeted with 405 liters and very nice square shape. You can have the double floor, as you can see here, and then additional space here for the wheel. But this is actually very good. I'm surprised by this. You do have 1 LED lights on the right side, and then additional hooks for your shopping bags. Of course, you can fold the seats, then you get more than 1000 liters of space. And overall this is pretty practical, I would say, because the shape of the trunk is good, and yeah, this additional space is good as well. Talking about the suspension, there are actually 3 options. So first one is the standard one, second one is the sport suspension, which is 10 millimeters lower, and the third one is adaptive dampers. So the best one, but also the most expensive one. But I would personally go, for example, with the sport suspension. But of course, you can choose between various things and decide what is best for you. Time to check out the interior of this car. First of all, here you have the door pocket, which is actually good because you can fit a large bottle of water, for example. Here you do have a special ground so that it doesn't go away. These are the switches for your windows. You can lock them, of course, at the rear for child safety. And then these are the switches for the mirrors, lock unlock button, and very nice door handle. We do have this door sill, but there is no badge or sign here. Now this is the interior, and you will immediately notice the new digital cockpit. So without further ado, let's jump inside. Okay, so now I am in driver's seat. One thing I need to do is put the key here, and I haven't done that in quite a lot of time actually. So yeah, the car comes to life. And now, as you can see, we have the beautiful 12.3-inch digital cockpit in front of us. So this is new. And then this floating screen is still here. You get it with various options. So you can get the 7-inch one or the bigger one, 8.3-inch one. So those are the options. It's always here, so it's fixed. You can't, put it down. And then you have the air vents, which are almost like designer element in here. And you close them and open like this. Check out the clicking sound, it's very nice one. And it's not on touch, so you control everything with this controller, and it's a very good one actually for me because it's easy to use. But you notice that the infotainment system is the older one, so it's not the new one which we saw on, for example, the Q5, which I already reviewed on the channel, that one. So yeah, this is the classic one. I will go through the infotainment system later on. Let's just cover, the rest of the interior. So start, stop, off button, sensors, hazard lights, nice sound and nice clicking sound. Traction control off. You can turn off the screen by pressing this. So you see, but it's still there. It doesn't go away. AC switches, thumb up for that. Of course, they are still here. Very easy to use. You control the temperature with this, and then the air blower with this one, max blow, stuff like that. All of that is available with just one touch of a button, so that's always nice to see. Now this is the USB port, and then 12-volt power outlet. And then the cup holders are here. They're actually not adjustable, but I think you will manage to fit some cups or bottles in here. Moving on, this is the automatic transmission as Tronic. You can also get it with the manual. There is this volume knob which can be used by, for example, passenger, and you can also switch the radio stations by doing this. And this is the controller. It is illuminated. Menu button goes back to the main menu, and then this is the shortcut for the navigation, for the telephone, radio, and media. Very easy to use. We do have the electronic parking brake as well as the auto hold function here. Armrest with the cloth. Then here is where you charge your phone, so wireless charger is here rather than on the front, which is the case with most of other models. And then additional USB port is here as well as the aux. And this can be extended, you see. Moving on, this is actually huge. I'm surprised by this glove box. A lot of space here. I do love this aluminum element with the Audi logo, and this is actually soft touch. And overall, it's, I think, easy to use. Maybe a bit more traditional interior, but it's convenient and very easy to use. And then this steering wheel, also classic one with the classic buttons. Switches for the lights are standard ones. And once again, traditional but easy to use, so not bad in my opinion. And let us now check out the infotainment system. So when you press the car settings, you have a bunch of options: driver assist and AC service and checks, as well as the vehicle settings. So let's go through the settings. You can have the steering wheel button. So this is the button, and you can actually configure it out if you want some other function to be activated by pressing it. Then driver assist. Bunch of safety systems are available, as you would expect from a car like this. AC, you can turn on the auto recirculation, which is turned on right now. we will put it that way. Service, tire pressure monitor, car information, service intervals, all can be adjusted here. Look at this. This is a nice feature. So you have the car on a lift. And yeah, well, this is standard. So the car tells you when you need to change oil, brakes, and stuff like that. Let's go back. Okay, vehicle settings. Yeah, we saw those. Exterior lighting, central locking. Go back. Then the sound. You can actually have 3 sound systems. Second one is the Audi sound system, so that's the first option. And then the option is Bang & Olufsen, but Bang & Olufsen is not the same one as on the Q5. It's a bit, let's say, cheaper one, but still very nice. Anyway, yeah, you configure the sound settings on that one. Radio. Media. Telephone, yeah, you can of course pair your phone with the apps, and that's about it. So Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, please connect to the USB port, and then you have the settings for the display brightness, language, data and time, stuff like that. You can configure this out, but you get the point. Easy to use, nothing too special, but yeah, I think this is, you know, really okay. And then this big screen is probably the highlight of the interior. And when you get the navigation, you can also get then the very nice map view. This one doesn't have it, but yeah, if you pay extra, you get it. And those were the options with this digital cockpit. Tell me in the comments, how do you guys like it? And now let's check out the space that we have at the rear bench. Let's open the doors. And this is the situation here. So this a bit harder plastic, but it's still okay. You do have some leather in here. Door pocket is a rather small one, but that's, you know, standard. And this is the rear bench. Let's try and sit, and I can just fit in here. So as you can see, I do have you know, leg room as well as the headroom, so not bad. I'm 1.87 m, so I can just fit here. Not the best one, of course, but I would manage, you know, to even travel on maybe longer road trips here without major problems. And here you actually have USB-C ports, 2 of those. No AC controls here. Maybe there are ones as an option, but this car doesn't have them. And no armrest here in the middle, but you do have the ISOFIX points to make it more practical. And well, yeah, this is the view on the front. Tell me in the comments, how do you guys like it? Time to check out the engines. You press this lever, of course. So shut the doors. And now we are greeted with 1.5 liter TSI petrol engine producing 150 horsepower. Second option, the entry-level petrol, is a 1 liter TSI, and that one produces 110 horsepower. And then there's also a 2 liter TDI. So those are the current options. There is also the SQ2 available with the 2 liter TSI and 300 horsepower. So those are the current options. Tell me in the comments, which engine would you go for? And let's check it out from this angle, and let's actually check out the specs of this particular model. So we have the 35 TFSI Advanced Plus. This is the name of the package. It's got, of course, 1.5 liter petrol engine, 150 horsepower. Name of the color is Ibis white in combination with black interior. This is the base price for this car. I will put the euro amount on your screen. So this is what you get as standard on the advanced trim, and then there are some features that are added as an extra here, such as these wheels, so 17-inch wheels. They are standard, but these ones are not. And of course the virtual cockpit is additional extra as well, and this is the price for this model. So tell me in the comments, guys, how do you like it? And what do you think about these minor changes? But we still have the driver focused interior because you do have still quite a lot of switches and it's easy to use them. So tell me in the comments, what do you guys think about that? And that's it. Subscribe and see you on the next video. Bye bye.